Welcome, welcome, welcome. Today must be Tuesday and it must be 5 o'clock because you're in the right place at the right time. Welcome to the Facebook Live for Ask Dr. Ron. And we are here getting ready to start our broadcast for this week. We got a very special show going on today. And I'm glad you all are showing up here to be here on this broadcast. It's going to be really, really special today. Before we get started, I want to do my normal notes that I always start out with. Yes, I got on scrubs in solidarity to all of our healthcare workers that are on the front line, that are out there working to keep us alive. So I said last month that I was going to continue wearing scrubs every time you see me, as long as we're in the middle of this pandemic. So I plan on keep on doing that so that we can be in support of our frontline workers, all of our healthcare workers, all of our police and fire, all of our pastors, everybody that's out there every day dealing with what's going on with this pandemic that's going on out here. So I want to encourage each and every person to say a prayer for somebody that's around them, because we got a lot of people that are out here that are hurting right now, people that have lost loved ones. Man, I got people calling me, blowing me up, trying to get in on this call, and it's not a call, it's a live. They don't understand that, but that's okay. They're going to figure it out in a minute. This pandemic has been taking loved ones away. So I want you all to say a special prayer for those that are out there that are going through, that are suffering right now, and just say a special prayer for them. Keep them lifted up. Check on your loved ones, check on your friends, check on people that you haven't talked to in a while, because they need your support right now. Everybody's hurting, everybody's going through something right now. So please keep other people in mind. I check on people from all over the world all the time. And all I can say is that, it's amazing. Every time I look around, I see that there's someone else has passed away due to this virus or the situation that's going on in the world. So just keep somebody else in your prayers. Keep, lifting up your healthcare workers. Keep lifting up your police and fire. Keep lifting up our spiritual leaders, our pastors, because those are all the people that are on the front line. The pastors are keeping us motivated, keeping us uplifted, and I just want to say thank you, and I salute them all. Keep up the good work, because we've got, this too shall come to pass. We got a lot of work to do. So just keep them lifted up and support them. Stay safe, stay out of people's face. Don't go out hanging out all over the place. That makes no sense. Be smart about this so that you can stay around till the end of this thing, because I know it's a lot of good things that's going to be happening, even though the world will not be the same as we know it, but it's a lot of good things going to be happening. So hang in there. Don't give up. Stay around. Do what it takes to stay around. Get masks and gloves, wash your hands. I know you get tired of hearing that message, but you can't say it enough. So once again, think of other people, check on your loved ones, and just keep everybody lifted up in prayer, and we too shall make it through this. And I'm speeding through this kind of, because I'm excited about my guest for today. So I'm gonna move on to the next part, of what I wanted to talk about. I'm gonna go over to my website, and I'm going to do my commercials very early on today, because I want to give as much time to my guests as I possibly can. And I'm excited about this today. So let's go over here and talk about. I'm gonna play the theme song for you right now. Ask Dr. Ron, ask Dr. Ron. Whatever you're feeling, he will give you healing, he'll inform you. Ask Dr. Ron, ask Dr. Ron. Entertaining news, political issues, local and globally. right. I want to encourage everyone to go over to my website, ask-dr-ron.com. And when you get over there, browse the website. You'll get a chance to see some of the things that I have done, some of the behind the scenes work that I have done, some of the groups that I've worked with, entertainment groups. You'll see some of the people that I support, even though entertainment is completely shut down at the moment. Eventually, it'll come back up, in 2021. I work with Soul Street Collective. That's one of the groups that you'll see their information. Also, my former co-host, Miss Opal Staples, from the Staples Singer family. You'll see their information there. And then as you scroll down, you'll run across advertisers, people that support me and what I do. One of my favorite advertisers is RRJ Webb. If you're interested in having a website put together, you will find out that Ralph can work with you no matter what your dream to put together a website is. He can build it for you. He does hosting, he does maintenance, he does securing of URLs. And if you don't know what any of that means, click on the tab right there and it'll take you right over to Mr. Ralph Jenkins' website, and you'll be able to browse all his information and give him a call and talk to him about building your website. Also, you'll find Pour It Again Sam, my favorite advertiser. He's been with me for probably over 10 years now. Pour It Again Sam brings in some of the best wine and cognac and spirits from all over the world. Things that you can't get in a regular store, Sam gets it in, and he has exclusive stuff. You can't buy it anywhere else from exclusive vineyards. And I tell you, when I started messing around with Sam, I didn't know anything about wine. But Sam will educate you so that you will have nothing but the best. Nothing but the best. No matter what your taste buds require, dry, sweet, semi-dry, he's got it all. And he brings it in from all over the world. Now, Sam is also considered an essential worker. Now, I find that very funny because he's taking orders and delivering wine within the Chicagoland and the South Suburban area. But if you click on the link, you can find out what wines that Sam has available. And Sam will make it his business to make sure you get your wine so that while you lock down on quarantine, you can at least still have communion. All right. So now, also, I have National Block Club University. Now, this is an organization that is all over the world. Okay, let me go back to that one. I went too fast. Dr.Ron Smith is on the front line of everybody's community, and he is offering up opportunities for you to work with him to keep your community safe. He has a plan and a program to help the little children. He has a plan and a program to help the adults. Take control of your community. National Block Club University and Dr.Ron Smith is on the front line working with other organizations all over the country and all over the world to help you keep your community safe so you can take your block back from the people that don't mean it any good. Dr.Ron Smith, National Block Club University. Click on the banner, it'll take you right to his website. And last but not least, if you're in the Chicagoland area, Chief Nomo's Oasis is a black business that offers alkaline waters, moringa seeds. During this time of pandemic, you need things that can keep you safe and build your immune system up. Chief Nomo will be glad to help you get a hold of knowledge and information and things from the west coast of Africa. He brings them in here, and he will be more than happy to help you understand what you got to do in order to stay around and be alive. Okay, that's Chief Nomo. I think that is the last one. So right now, what I want to do is I want to invite my special guests, excuse me, my special guests that are coming to the show today. We have two entrepreneurs that are involved with cash crowdfunding. We have one of the original successful founders, Dr. Thomas Malone, And we also have one of the newcomers to the program of cash crowdfunding that is a superstar in it, Mr. Drew Rogers. Welcome to the show. How y'all doing?
We're doing fine. How about
I'm
you?
doing fine.
Good, good, good. Now everybody's excited about this, and before we get to going too good, I want to give a couple of shout outs because we got a lot of people on the line from the Cash Crowd Fund family. We got Sherry, Judge, she's on the line. We got Miss Pelham. Miss Sherry says, "Hey, Dr. Ron, it's an honor to be here from the dream team of the Cash Crowd Fund community." Yes, it is. We got Yvonne Hall on the line. We got Angelique Johnson on the line. We got Daphne Robinson on the line. We got Latanya Hughes on the line. We got Mary Chandler McCray on the line. So we got a lot of people on the line that are tuned in right now. Some from the Cash Crowd family and some that are not. So right now, what you all are looking at is a page that is on my ASK-DR-RON website. And on this page, it explains as you scroll down what Cash Crowdfund isn't and what Cash Crowdfund is. And I know when you get over there, you got questions. Well, what is it? Well, it's an opportunity to prosper in a time in a season when most folks might say it's a famine, and with these two gentlemen here on the line today, I'm excited to find out how anybody can do this and prosper at it, because this is, what you say, Drew, too easy to mess up, right? Ain't that one of your words, Drew?
Yes, sir. It is.
so so now, Drew and Dr. Thomas Malone, they both have been beating up on me for the last couple of days because they tell me that I talk too much. So what I'm gonna do right now is let you two guys decide which one is gonna go first, and then I'm gonna shut up. Bam! That's how I'm gonna do that.
Well, as they always say, you got to respect your elders. So I conceded to Dr. Malone to go first. What you
Well,
got?
thank
What you got?
you, and thank you for your viewership, for watching this program. And this is going to be an exciting program tonight. I'm telling you, it's going to be an exciting program. I'm an obstetrician gynecologist. I've been doing this for over 40 years in Columbus, Georgia, home of Fort Benning, home of Aflac. The we When I first came here, there weren't many people who looked like me. As a matter of fact, I was the first one delivering babies. I've had a very good career here. It was a very good place to raise a family. I've raised four children. One who's with me as a physician. He joined me about 13 years ago, Dr. Michael Malone. I have a daughter who's a nurse practitioner in Smyrna, Georgia. I have another daughter who owns her. She's an entrepreneur in her own right. She and her husband own a sleep lab here in Columbus, Georgia. And my baby boy, he's the only one that didn't want to do anything medical. Is married, got four grandkids. For me, he is an awesome baby boy. He just started believing in Cash Crowd Fund after he received some envelopes in the mail that was addressed to him that had money in it. He says he's now a true believer because he has seen. A lot of people won't believe this; they haven't seen it. But I'm telling you, Cash Crowd Fund connects. It connects donors with receivers. Who do you know that needs a cash? Who do you know that needs a financial blessing? Drew, it's all yours.
Thank you, Dr. Malone. I would like to introduce myself. My name is Drew Leon Rogers. I have everybody call me Drew. I am a Gwinnett special needs school driver that was introduced to cash crowdfunding exactly 5 weeks and 4 days. I was so excited when I when I got started in this, and everybody in the cash cow community, they welcomed me in. They made me feel like I was a part of the family, and that really even excited me even more. And then when I really took a good look at this community, I mean, I joined on a Wednesday, and Thursday I started introducing people to this platform without really having any information or anything to show them. I just started talking to them of what I believe was a wonderful platform. That if any person had a heart to give and a mind to receive, that this was the place to be. In 4 days' time, I believe I had added almost 25 people to my community. After the first 4 weeks, I had over 80 people in my community. Okay? At this present time, I have over 158 people in my community. And in this community, in this little short 5 week time, this community has donated over $27,000 in donation, and I just think that that was incredible. And
Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a
Dr.
minute, wait a
Ron
minute, wait a
asked,
minute, wait a minute. Hold on, church finger, church finger. How much did you say? You can't say that
20,
fast. You got to go slow when you say that kind of stuff.
hey, it is what it is. $27,000 of donations. At this time, I want everybody to understand, man, we in this pandemic. This is the time that you really need to reach out to people. When I'm looking at these long lines that they're at these food banks, because of the fact that they don't have the money to go and do any grocery shopping. This is a way that we can help each other, that we can band together in this community and actually help one another. Okay? And that is why this has been going so well for me. And I'm just overwhelmed. I am so excited that people understand, the people that I'm talking to, they really understand what we are all about. This is no MLM marketing, okay? This is not about how many people that you bring in. Everybody come in on an equal term. Everybody is equal. Everybody has a heart to donate, and everybody has a heart to receive. This is a way that you can keep a person with their bills up. I mean, that's why people right now are arguing about opening up these different cities beforehand, because they don't know how they're going to have any type of income coming in the house, and that they're going to be falling way behind on their bills. As a community now, you can actually help one another, so you don't have that. If you can take that out of the equation, then we can all stay home and stay safe and stay alive. So, in saying all of that, I hope everybody understands and feel the passion that I have about this community. It is such a beautiful thing. I mean, there's other stories that I can actually tell you. Like, I have a 35-year-old daughter who is a mother, a single mother, raising four, and always calling me, Dad, can you help me here? And I now have a community of people, because again, I'm a special needs school bus driver. Okay, and even though I don't make a lot, but I am a good steward of what I do have. Okay, but now I have a community of people helping me help my daughter. That right there is a beautiful thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to stop right there and see if there's anybody have any questions. Maybe I didn't answer some, or didn't really give them enough information of what we are all about. So right there, Dr. Ron,
Yeah, I'm
is
looking.
there any questions?
I'm looking on the feed, and what I see, we got a lot of people from different places on the line. A Scott, we got Lena Briscoe, we got Enoch Williamson. Lena said they can also go to www.ccfd ccfdreamteam.com. Gia is on the line from Maryland. Joel Hunt is on the line. Denise is on the line. Let's see. Joe says, "Hey, Dr. Ron." Bruce Chapman is on the line. Shout out to Bruce. Eber Stephanie is on the line. Mel Coon is on the line. Mel is on the line from West Palm Beach. Let's see. Robert is on the line. Lena says, exactly, Drew. Mel says, thank you, Dr. Ron. Angelique is watching. Okay, Lena says, only $37 to join, $12 admin fee, and $25 to get placed on your sponsor's wheel. Okay, we got Donald Green all the way from Arizona on the line. So you want to address what Lena's talking about, Drew?
Well, the way that I would address that really is about the donation. We're talking about you coming in, donating, making a donation, and then when you make that donation, other people behind you is going to come in and make a donation, and eventually you're going to start receiving donations. To me, it's not really the amount of where you can get started. What I think you should do first is I think you need to get a hold to the person who is introducing you to this so they can actually talk to you and show you the best way to come, okay? Everybody in my community come in at a certain point and understand exactly what they're actually doing. And when you know that you're coming in to help someone else, and that to me is the most important thing, that you're actually coming in and you're actually donating to someone else's cause. And then you come in and you understand and you stay plugged in, and then you see it, all those donations start to come back to you, then you really have the good understanding. So I really don't like to talk about what we are or how we get started as far as the donation part is concerned. Understand this: if you're willing to help someone else is going to be willing to help you.
That's very true. And like it's been said, you know, I've heard it said before that this is a private endeavor. This is only affiliated with each one reach one. So if you don't know somebody that's affiliated in this organization or part of this charitable contribution family, then it's going to be very difficult for you to get the information on how to prosper in it. Now I'm going to throw this one at Dr. Malone. Dr. Malone, how long have you been working with this? Now I know that you just said earlier that you didn't deliver to every baby over there in the town you live in, and if you didn't deliver them, you know they your son or somebody in your family delivered them. You know, so so how long? Because you're retired now. So how long have you been affiliated with this family?
Well, I've been really affiliated with this cash crowd fund for a little over a year. In the beginning, we didn't have a lot of tools. We had the concept that they talk about in the good book in Luke 6, verses 38. That's the passage that they talk about right before they pass the plate in church. Give and you receive, and it comes back, and you shake it up, press it down, put it in your bosom, and what measures come back again. Cash out. It was until a trainer introduced by our coach, Bruce Chapman, he introduced me to trainer Michael Irvin. Michael came along and read the program. He came along and created slides, created a pathway. You know, when I first started this, I thought I could get a little gas money. You say, well, you're a doctor, you kind of semi-retired. Why are you doing this? It doesn't matter how much money you make. Think about it. It's how much you keep. It's not how much you make. It's how much you keep. There are a lot of doctors I know. You get from time to time, you're living from paycheck to paycheck. And if I don't see patients, I can't keep the lights on. I don't work for anybody. I work for myself. I'm not a part of a hospital except I put patients in the hospital. They don't pay me. But when cash crowdfund came along, it was a way that a lot of people I know could receive help. This really is a community of people helping people, belly to belly, eyeball to eyeball. This community is, it's even more than the financial lessons that we learn. We also learn how through people like Drew, who's a master trainer, who's a deacon from San Antonio, Texas. The lessons that we are learning, and we even have a pastor's call on Monday. That's an excellent call given by Bishop McLeod from Houston, Texas. These calls that occur, they're teaching us more than just financial gifts. It's teaching us all about personal development. I'm not as some people, but I don't carry it up on my lapel, but I'm a believer. And this is a way for a lot of people help themselves, help others, and they can pass it forward.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. And one thing you mentioned, and as we can see on the live feed, that there are people that are from all over the country that are involved in this. You know, people like the person who first introduced this to me was from Phoenix, Arizona. And then we got people that are all over the place that are involved in this, and it's a beautiful thing because this type of opportunity is needed in the day to day right now. So it's not limited to just where you're at or where Drew is at. It's anywhere in the country, actually anywhere in the world, you can participate in this, and be a blessing to somebody. And just like one of the principles I just said a little while ago, each one reach one. That is something that is so powerful because you got to be connected and plugged in somewhere in order to be able to get the benefits off of what's going on with this. Now, Drew has only been in this organization for a very short period of time, but he has come along and it has benefited him and his family and friends and circle tremendously. When I first heard about Drew, and I said, "What manner of man is this?" I want to know what he know. you know, and I applaud your success and your diligence in this. But what secrets, that or secret one that you would offer up, to encourage someone to want to find out more about this because it's all about, making it easy and simplistic for people to be involved. Because if you make it too hard, people gonna get discouraged and not participate. So, what secret can you offer up in order to be able to wanna get people to know more about what's going on and how you do it?
Well, if I had to add one secret, and I really don't think that it is a secret, I just don't believe in introducing someone to this platform and expect them to understand how it works. So when I introduce someone to this platform, I say, come in, let me take time, let me show you how it works. Let me show you how where you can go into a community portal where everybody can go in and you can actually track your donation wheel. Okay. I walk them through. I take responsibility. I show them the ropes. So it's not something that I expect them to come in and actually know right off the bat. So I think that they take a lot of, I like it a lot that I actually take the time and say, hey, you're in, let me show you, you know. And it's not about you being alone. Now you are in not just a community, but now you're starting to develop an extended family. Because that's the way that I feel. I feel like everybody that's in this community is just an extended of my family. This thing is so powerful. It really is. It's so powerful that this is things that can help family become even closer than before. Okay, that's my only secret that I can think that somebody even considered as a secret. Other than that, just talk to me. Talk to me. You're gonna feel the energy. I'm gonna show you the platform. You're gonna understand the platform, and that's it. There's just no secret. It's just the ability of wanting to help others. That's it. That's a way of giving back. Okay, the way I look at it, the more I can bless someone, the more God will bless me.
And that's a good way to look at it. So, Dr. Malone, do you have a secret that you can share? I mean, what would you say if there's one secret to, like, now I just happen to know the behind the scenes story here a little bit, that you were the one that actually talked to Drew, which launched him into his successful endeavors. So, what would you say, to a person that's on the line, that's on the feed? I know you bust me upside my head. When you told me just shut up. I got that one real quick. But you know, but what would you say? Because I'm trying to pique people's interest here. To want to know what it is to want to be a part of what we're doing. Okay. So what could you say, Doc?
That is not a secret here. That is really not a secret. But there is a secret sauce. In order to have the best barbecue, you gotta have that secret
Wait a
sauce.
minute. Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Nobody
whoa, whoa.
wants
Church
to tell
finger.
you.
Church finger. Church finger. You ain't from Chicago. What you know about barbecue sauce?
If you've never heard of Church's barbecue from Columbus, Georgia, you haven't had barbecue.
That's a different
You know,
show. That's a
but
different
I
show.
tell you, when when um, when I started doing this and I started telling people about it, it resonates with some people and others it doesn't resonate with. When
Mm-hmm.
I got introduced to Drew, it was the long-standing system that's in place, and if you follow the system that we have, you will have maximum success. And that system talks about using the tools that are in your toolbox. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
as good of a convincer as a lot of people are. Drew probably is the most convincing person I've ever heard. I, After I heard Drew, I was ready to go back and sign up all over again. I mean, the thing about it is, uh, but we found him because we kept going and doing the things that the system says do. We were listening, we were staying plugged in, we were getting in on the calls. We have training calls all week long. Right now we have training calls that go on every night from Tuesday through Sunday, every night. And those numbers, I'm sure you can get those numbers out there. But I got introduced to Drew because it was a three-way call. That's another tool in your box. And when someone introduced me to Drew, it was through a three-way call. And I don't know if you all are familiar with a three-way call, but that's where you edify the person who's on the call, and he edifies you, and then you put a piece of duct tape across your mouth, and you let that person tell you a little bit about it, and then you get your questions answered. And after you get your questions answered, you either don't want to do it or you're ready to get started.
Okay. All right. Now, Lena said there's no secret. Just have to have a heart to give. And that's what I'm
I
trying to do here.
agree.
I'm just trying to dispel, or however you say that word. I'm trying to take away, what people might feel about something like this, as far as being successful with it. And we have two people that are very successful with this and have been successful with it for a while. And I'm trying to, just give you guys an opportunity to, like, if you run across a person that has a fear, okay, and fear is not a fruit of the spirit, so I don't even like to encourage fear, or even acknowledge fear, but I like to just try and make sure that I take away people's objections on what this is not something where you got to go out and sacrifice a goat to join or anything like that. All you got to do is, just like the young lady just said, just have a heart to give. Drew, I saw you get ready to say something. Go right ahead.
When it comes to understanding what this is, there's tools that a person can actually use to look it up themselves. I mean, they can Google cash crowdfunding, and they can understand or get a definition of that. Back in 2012, President Obama changed the tax law to where a person can give another person a gift up to $14,999, and it's all taxable income. He also made it possible where any small businesses or small charities can raise up to $1 million a year in small donations, all tax free. Okay? So that right there is telling you that this is a viable system. It is not a gimmick. It is not a scam. It is not a pyramid. It is where small people and small businesses and like minded people can join and band together to create an economy for themselves. And if you're going to try to help the economy, then you really need to start with your own economy right at your own home. This is a way to do that. Do your own diligent research. There's other things. I shouldn't have to convince you. Those are some things that you can actually learn on your own. And then you understand exactly how this platform works. Now, this platform to me is an outstanding platform. I know that it was only by the grace of God that it actually came in at the time that it came in. Because, like I explained at the beginning of the show, I'm a special needs schools bus driver. We depend on all the extra time that we get when we working through the school year for that money to carry us through the summer. With all the schools closing, and then the job is lacking on how many hours that you can get and how many hours that they're actually paying you. All of a sudden, I get this opportunity or this platform put before me, and I did my due diligence. You can ask Dr. Malone. It wasn't that the first time that they called me. When they called me, and first time I talked to Dr. Malone, I said, "Okay, I understand everything you say, sir." I said, "But can you give me more information so I can do some research on my own?" And then he says, "Sure." And then he sent me to the ccfdreamteam.com website. And then he invited me to one of the webinars that we have every Tuesday through Saturday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And with all the diligence that I was looking and researching, and it was a week later that I got back in touch with him and said, "Hey, I like what I see. I think I understand what it is, and I'm in." And he said, "Okay." I said, "What should I do?" So then he told me how to do it, and I asked him, I said, "Well, can you do me a favor? Can I just send you the money and you send it out for me?" You know? And all of a sudden, he made my donations for me while I was getting all my ducks in a row. And Thursday, I opened up the floodgates and just started running with it without any visual information. It was just the understanding that I had of this platform for my own due diligence looking into it. So didn't nobody convince me of this. I actually did my own research. So I asked everybody out there, do the research. Do the research and then come and talk to me, and then I'll show you where this is a very viable and workable platform for everybody.
All right. Let me give a couple of shout outs here. We got a lot of people on the line tonight. My brother in broadcasting, Mr. Chris Bass, is on the line. He says greetings to Dr. Malone and Drew Rogers. We got Mr. Ralph Jenkins on the line. We got Miss Tammy Miner on the line. We got Deshaun Barnes on the line. We got Miss Janetta Loggins on the line. So we got a lot of people chiming in on us, and a plethora of people from the Cash Crowdfund community with the Dream Team. So thank you all for being on the line with us. We got two of the all stars of the family on the line with us today, and I'm excited to have these guys here. So we got a few more minutes left on this show today. So what I want to ask you guys, okay, I'm brand new. We got plenty of people on the line that are chiming in. Any one of these people in the Cash Crowdfund family can help you get involved and help you do what you're going to do as far as helping others by giving and getting blessed by giving. You can also chime in on ask-dr-ron.com. Go to the tab that says Cash Crowdfund. You'll find some information there. You can reach out to me. You can reach out to Drew. You can reach out to Dr. Malone. It's enough to go around for everybody. This is not a one-man show. This is not a one-person anything. This is all about helping people. And I just want to reflect how important it is and how pliable it is now, especially when the entire economy, the stock market is crashing. Okay? You know, this whole thing is perfect because you don't have to, invest in any stock and wait to see if it goes up in order to get your money. This is something where you can exist and live off of right now. This is where you can get involved and survive, while everybody else is having a hard time. So I just want to, give you guys an opportunity to express how important this is at a time like this.
Well, they always said that it takes a village to raise a child. And where we're looking right here, it takes a community to save the economy in your community. This is just a way that you can band together as a community, just like it takes a village to raise a child. This is the same concept, but now instead of raising a child, you're helping saving your own community.
And that's hard. That's hard to sometimes. It's easy to understand, but it's easy not to understand. I mean, there's no reason why we as a people, okay, can't band together and help each other. Everybody else who comes over here, they might not have come over here in a boat, but we are all in that same boat together now. I mean, this pandemic is exposing those who have and those who don't. And unfortunately, most of the people I know don't. So here is a way to pass it forward. Here is a way to band together. I can't overemphasize that enough. We are banding together. Crowdsourcing, crowdfunding, that's where you have a crowd, where you have a lot of people. Imagine it's a gigantic GoFundMe endeavor, but it's an endeavor where you get large amounts of people giving small amounts of money, and in that way you fund an endeavor. This is not a business, but it will give you the money to start a business and get that business off the ground. We may not want to start a business. It might be a college fund. It might be a set of tires. When I got my first, when I gave out my first donation, my wife thought I was crazy when I was giving out $25, and then I started giving out $50. When I gave out $250 to somebody, she said, "You, why are you giving? Why are you sending the money?" I said, "Well, I just made the money on $100 bill. I'm just paying it forward." When I got on the $500 level, she really thought there was something going on strange. And then the money started coming in. She started seeing me open the envelopes, but what she didn't know was that I had put her in a position in this. She didn't know it. She still doesn't know it. On July 7th, it's her birthday. I got all these envelopes hidden that I'm going to produce in front of all the children. I hope this pandemic is done away with, so I don't have to do it virtually. She's going to have all those envelopes to open up, and all of that bad mouthing that she's been giving to me, that I've been giving to Dr. Ron, that I've been
Yeah,
passing
man.
on. She's going to become a believer like my baby boy did when he started getting funds.
Yeah.
This can be an answer to a lot of questions. Just take a serious look at it. Take a serious look at it. Because if you don't want to do it, I'm going to look at you kind of strange. I'm going to say, why not? Why don't you want to help your household get a little bit better? Why don't you want to do it? That would be the question to me.
Yeah, and let me throw a little fact out here right quick before we get off the air. I know that there's a big press for the economy or the country to start releasing people to go out into the public to start spending money. And one of the things, I had a guest on the show on last week, and we were talking about what the agenda is for the black community going forward after the pandemic. Now, one thing that is a fact that we represent, people of color, represent $1 trillion in the United States, or in this day and time, just $1 trillion. Now, that number may vary a little bit because a lot of people may be out of work. Uh, so we still represent the largest share of consumer dollars in the entire country. So with our $1 trillion, if we begin to circulate these dollars amongst ourselves, amongst family and friends, then we can establish wealth that cannot be denied. So what we need to do with this cash crowdfund is begin to establish businesses, establish funds to take your children through wherever they want to go, tech school, college, whatever, if they ever bring colleges back or education back. We have the financial influence to be able to do this. So why not take a portion of your dollars, get involved with an opportunity like Cash Crowdfund, and begin to circulate the dollars between us. And between us, we can create wealth that can never be taken away from us. So I just wanted to throw that little fact out there. $1 trillion. They just voted $1 trillion out of the United States government, as a relief aid. Well, we already got $1 trillion floating around in our community. All we have to do is just take that money and begin to circulate it amongst ourselves. We can acquire as much wealth as we want to just by doing business with one another, and people of color, or people that look like us, instead of doing business and letting our money go outside of our communities, keep it within our communities. So I just wanted to throw that little tidbit out there. Even though Dr. Malone is a hard case, boy, I tell you, boy, I had to endure great suffering in order to put this show together for the Cash Crowdfund family. And Drew wasn't even help me. He just let me get tortured through the whole process, you know. So, but I thank both of these guys for coming on and be a part. I see we got Dr. Lloyd Michael Hunt on the line today. That's my mentor, and I'm glad to have him tuned in on my show today. You know, he says you're doing like it's supposed to be done. I absolutely love this. Ebony Eyes said, great idea. Every one of us would be a millionaire, is what Dr. Hunt said, if we were to begin to circulate that $1 trillion wealth and worth that we represent as consumers with one another. So I don't know about anybody else that's listening on here. You know, even though I'm already signed up, I kind of got to agree with what Dr. Malone said. Sign me up again. You know, he said after he heard Drew talking and after he didn't listen to his self talk, you know, he talking about he on a $500 wheel. Man, I need to get up there where the grown folks is at, you know. But we got about 5 or 6 minutes left on this show. Dr. Malone, what do you want to leave with the people on today?
Get your questions answered. Do your own due diligence about this. Understand that if you don't help yourself, there may not be any help coming. It's sad that you can work for 40 years and a whole lot of people can't, in our community, and maybe in their community too, can't provide a check for $500 and it not bounce. It's almost like it is in my household. It takes 3 people. Actually, it only takes 1 person to write the check. The other 2 have to hold it down to keep it from bouncing. But, you know, what I would say, my parting shot, anybody out there who wants to be helped, you can contact somebody, you can contact Dr. Ron, they'll get the information to you. Pay attention, because this opportunity might not come again in our lifetime.
Mm-hmm. Drew, what you got to leave with the folks?
Well, just to piggyback off Dr. Malone, again, do your due diligence. Check it out for yourself. Don't have anybody to talk you into it. You do your own research, but have a heart to give and a mind to receive. And trust me, I promise you, you will be successful.
Yes, that's a promise now. You know how
That's
people
a
like
promise.
look. You know how people are when you start making promises. You know,
Hey,
but
I promise.
that's one you can
Just
live
keep,
up to.
yeah.
Yeah. Now, and once again, I just want to encourage you, go over to ask-dr-ron.com. Go to the Cash Crowdfund page. It tells you right on the top what it isn't. It's not an MLM. It's no products. It's no binary. There's no trading, no coins, no affiliated marketing. That's the top right there of people drawbacks. So find out from anybody that's on this feed. There's a lot of people on this feed. Just go through the feed. You can find Drew, because Drew's going to post his information on this feed as well. You can get in touch with me. You can get in touch with Dr. Malone. We're going to ask Dr. Malone to put his information on the feed as well. So if they want to call him, they might like Columbus Barbecue, and they might want to give him an opportunity to explain what's going on. I like Chicago barbecue. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you. You know,
Yes, sir.
you know,
Yes.
he named one place, Church's Barbecue in Columbus, Georgia. Okay, I don't think I was gonna let him get away with that one. But we got a multitude of barbecue houses here in Chicago to choose from. So you might have a different flavor or an acquired taste. You might want to deal with a doctor that delivers babies, or you might want to deal with a bus driver that carries people around because he's more grassroots than them highfalutin doctors that deliver babies. But either way you go, you got somebody that can speak your language, somebody that can help you find out more and more information about this. And that's the bottom line. You can get in touch with me. I'm retired. I got plenty of time to help you get this thing going good. And I don't have a problem sitting down talking with you to figure out how you can successfully do cash crowdfund. So I'm gonna give you guys an opportunity to give a last word, and then we're gonna get out of here, man. This has been a powerful hour of nothing but powerful information. And Dr. Malone, what you got for us? Anything you want to say to the people before we go?
Just do it. Just do it.
And Drew?
I would like to just thank everyone who has taken out the time to get some information. This is just the start of doing some of your own due diligence, so you know where you can go and find the information that you need to even make a decision. And other than that, I would just like to say God bless everyone. Be safe, wash your hands, keep your face covered, stay isolated. Let's be safe.
Amen. Look, I want everybody to come out and see me on next week. We're gonna have another powerful show for you on next Tuesday, 5 to 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. You know, go over to the website ask-dr-ron.com. Like and share this video. Send it to as many people as you like. Fill out the contact card while you're over there on the website. Let us know where you are, who you are, and we will keep you up to date what's going on. I want to say peace and love, stay safe, and you guys be very careful out there because this thing is killing folks. Once again, my condolences to all the families that have lost someone. We love you. We're going to be praying for you. So you stay safe so that you can be alive at the end of this thing. And that's it for this week. Peace and love, all.